Hello, so I know this isn't a pretty background or video or anything like that, and probably is more worthy of a Facebook Live, but I went to Ulta last night after work and I was so excited to try out these new products that I wanted to share my first impressions, wear test with you. So I'm showing you what I have. Some of them I'm going to use today, some of them I'm going to follow up with another video because I feel like it would be too difficult to use too many products in one day. For instance, I got the new Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. Now I already know that I love the gel version, the Dramatically Different, like it's like a creamy yellow gel. I used to use that way back in the day. I kind of came away from it and now I'm currently using a lot more Murad products and Derma E and a couple other random things. But when I saw this in the ad and that it was clear and it doesn't have phthalates or parabens and it was supposed to have 24-hour hydration, there's hyaluronic acid in it, I just figured it would be an easy moisturizer step 3 to add into my routine. So it's something that I've been kind of like struggling is finding my good moisturizer, and I feel like hopefully this will work. I did kind of like test it out when I was in the store on my arm and it felt really good, really cooling, perfect for summer, very light. And I'm gonna try to use it day and night. I think it's more appropriate for day. I do need a better nighttime. But yeah, it doesn't say that it's oil-free, fresh, quick penetrating, leaves your skin healthy, more resilient, not sticky, and doesn't leave a residue. It does say to use it twice a day for best results after facial soap and clarifying lotion. I do have other steps like cleansing, toning, you know, serums and different things like that that I'm currently enjoying. My skin is looking much better than it normally has, but I'm still having issues here or there, like this guy up here and stuff like that. So what I've been wanting to do is use more mineral, more natural, less chemically kind of makeups. I do love the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation, but let's face it, after 10 hours, it breaks up on you. It's a drugstore foundation. It's not meant to last like cement. So my sister actually recommended to use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro, and I know they just came out with the concealer. So I kind of went a little bit above and beyond, and I got both. Mine is in Cashmere 06, and then the concealer, they want you to go a little bit lighter with concealer, whether it's for under eyes or face. And then I got the light medium neutral to use around my face. I didn't get an under eye concealer, because I did like that the rep that was helping me asked me, oh, did you want a concealer for your under eyes or your face? Because if you remember my Ulta rant like a couple years back where I went in asking one of the girls like, hey, I need a new concealer, can you help me? And when she was like aghast when I said that I used 2 different colors for my under eye and face. But I just still have a little bit of my Shape Tape left over, so I'm going to use that for under eyes today and kind of see how this feels. Otherwise I'll go back and get a lighter shade. On the Shape Tape note, while we were kind of walking around the store, I saw that Shape Tape came out with a setting powder, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, of course they did. Why not make extra money on something that's really awesome? Because I do like the Shape Tape. It's heavy, it's a little bit dry, it's very smooth, covers everything. I use it just under my eyes, not around my face though. But this felt so amazing. So when we get to it later, I'll show you the contraption because it's a little bit different than just like a normal sifter kind of pot. But that is just kind of a little overview of what I got. I also kind of, and this I'm on the fence with, this I may or may not return. Just because when she was checking it out and I saw that it was $30, I was like, ooh, do I really need another blush that's $30? But it's such a, I'll just show you right now because I'm so excited. I'm all over the place this morning. I gotta get ready for work. Look at how gorgeous this is. Please just like take a moment, look at the pretty sparkly things. And you guys know I love everything glittery, sparkly, pretty. But check out how gorgeous and soft and pretty this blush is from Tarte. It is just a very everyday natural color. It's called Fairy Flush. Now, I actually pulled out the other Tarte blushes that I have in individuals. I do have other ones like in kits and stuff like that, but I don't really pull for those just because I'm lazy and it's way easier to travel and move around with these smaller ones. And I do typically like to get the travel size because, I mean, look, I use these all the time and they're not even remotely dented. And these are the 2 that I use a lot. Oh, those are so similar. I gonna do for $30? I may not need to hold on to that. Okay, so we'll work on that. We'll get to that. Why are you so pretty but so expensive? One thing that I didn't get that I really want to get, actually there's a couple things I didn't get as we're kind of moving along here. I'm gonna open up the foundation and I'll tell you what I didn't get and what I'm on the hunt for. Now, the rep said to not dot this all over your face and then buff it in because this dries pretty quickly. So by the time she got over to the other side, it wouldn't move. And my sister said that she uses a beauty blender, but the rep said to use a brush. I did not buy the brush that comes with, or like the one that they say is for this. If it gets down to it that I feel like I need that, I'll go back and get it. But I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna roll this around, shake it up a bit, because it's the first time using it. It does have a sunscreen in it, titanium dioxide, for an SPF of 20. And it says that it's oil-free, non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic, and dermatologist tested. So hopefully this will not break me out any further. So items that I wanted to get that I didn't. I want a very dull kind of bronzer. I want something to be able to carve out under here that's not so warm. I feel like everything I've been using lately has a very orangey tone to it. Oh, look how runny that is. Okay, let's try this. Actually, she said to dip the brush in it and then kind of go to town. It kind of like, the runniness of it reminds me of like an old L'Oreal one I used to use. But I did want to also get a new eyeliner. I like the kind that have the brush bristles. I like the Physicians Formula, but I just run out of it so quickly. I also want to try the magnetic eyelashes from Ardell. Have you tried them yet? There's two girls at work that look amazing in them. Like, there was one girl, I was like, oh my gosh, your lashes look perfect today. What mascara are you using? She's like, I don't have any mascara on. I have the magnetic lashes. She said they are a pain in the butt the first time you put them on, but that if you cut them in between where, like if you get the full strip and you cut them in between where the magnet is, it's way easier to apply them. And the other girl was saying don't use metal tweezers. Pretty obvious, but when you're not thinking about it, to apply because they're magnetic. Just kind of buffing this into the skin. But yeah, I didn't want to use this today just so I could see how the foundation wears on its own, just using what I normally would wear. So what do I have on? I have on the Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion and the PCA Acne Gel underneath that, because I feel like that helps to kill bacteria on my face throughout the day. Because you guys have seen my face before. This is nothing compared to what it's been in the past. And I put lip balm on, so I can't get too close to my lips, which is annoying. I shouldn't have done that. I usually try to like get as close as possible. Okay, so initial application here. You could still see some breakouts on my chin with nothing that concealer wouldn't be able to help out. I'm not having any huge line of demarcation at the moment. It was a pretty good color match for me. Let me see if I can cover that up a little bit more. We'll see if it oxidizes a bit, because we were swatching out a couple of different ones on my like chin and the back of my hand yesterday, and they definitely oxidized a little bit and got darker. So that's what the forehead's looking like. Now this is a new, or bringing it back to basics kind of thing for me. Stick concealer was like the first concealer I used to carry around with me, the kind that looked like a lipstick from Physicians Formula. That's what I used to carry in my backpack to school, and I would touch it throughout the day because I was so self-conscious about my acne, because I felt like nobody else had acne like I did, and yeah, it was a thing. This is a stick concealer, so we'll see how this goes. When I was swatching it on my hand in the store, I was like, okay, it feels really creamy. I don't want it to feel heavy. I'm gonna apply it to the back of my hand, and she said the best way to apply this is with your finger, and I don't typically use my fingers anymore. I mean, luckily they're clean right now, but we'll see. I might come back in with a brush to help blend it out. But she said your hand warms it up and kind of blends it into the skin, pushes it into the skin a little bit better. I like a breakout like right on my lip. I mean, everything's getting covered. I just don't like that I have to use my finger. I usually like to use my beauty blender because then I can use the point to really, let's see if it'll go good with this formula, to like just kind of hit the little breakouts instead of the whole area. Yeah, tomorrow I'll dampen my beauty sponge. Today I'm just using it dry because I'm too lazy to go do it and I've got to get a move on. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face makeup and meet back with you guys in a second. Okay, so before I do anything, I kind of did my under eyes first because I'm really excited to show you guys this. Oh my gosh, as I drop it. I'm excited to show you guys this. Look at how pretty it is, number one. But two, check, today's not my day. Check out the compact. It's this really soft cushion, but then you pull up, I guess I should open it so you can see it. I'm really hopeful about this because the tester was really soft and velvety and I was really excited about this. Check this out. There is a net between, to like resonate it, between the powder and like application, and it just feels like absolute butter, and it's a powder but it feels so smooth. I don't know, but let's try it out. Let me make sure I don't have any creases going on. This side looks a little bit dark. Right now, today I'm just using light. I do also have light sand for when I'm really trying to highlight under my eyes, but today I don't need a stark under eye. I just need it to look covered. I do like using this little Moda brush. I talked about this in my last Get Ready With Me video kind of thing, because it's perfect for this. I need to clean it though because it works way better with picking up and spreading out product when it's super clean. But I'm also super lazy and I just don't find the time to clean my brushes. I like to pat over, make sure it's not going anywhere, that's not bunched up anywhere. Okay, let's try out this powder. I'm gonna kind of bend it a little bit, pick some up. So cool. I mean, I've seen other, you know, cosmetics have this, but I've never personally owned one or used one. Tap, tap, tap. Hopefully this helps keep it smooth and doesn't crease or wrinkle or get dry or bunched up. It didn't darken it at all. That is huge for me because I like using this Tarte Marilu something smooth. No, it's the Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator Press Powder. I do like this all over my face, but it darkens up my under eye concealer, so I use it sometimes, but then I hate it. But this, ooh, it feels so good. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup now, for real. And then I will check back in with you guys. We'll check in later today, see how it looks after shift. Right now it is currently 6:49 a.m. I have to be at work at 7:30, so I need to get my butt in gear. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, so I am going to use the blush after all, but before I do that, I do want to set my concealer areas because I've noticed it's definitely staying a little more emollient and I've had to like reapply in certain spots. So I just want to like set it with that Tarte Amazonian powder, just pressing. I'm not going to sweep because I don't want anything to move because I don't have time to reapply. And I'm just doing basically middle of the face because I realized I didn't set the rest of my face. But the rest of my makeup, like the bronzer that I put on, which was from the Tarte Pro Glow, it was just the bronzer shade in there. It went on just fine and not choppy. So, and then I did top it off with the butter bronzer, of course, which is my favorite. And then the brow pencil I used is the Brow Stylist Definer from L'Oreal. I'll link to everything down below. That way it's kind of easy. Let me make sure I don't have any other blush on here, just so we get the full effect. Is this worth $30 in keeping? Oh gosh, that's just crazy to me. Okay. mean, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong, it's so pretty. Look at that, like, it's like the perfect pink. But is it really that similar to the party one? Which I think I got for free as like a birthday gift. Or maybe it was the other one that was a I don't know. Somehow I got this. But I like it. Okay, maybe tomorrow I'll have to do my makeup with this one and see just how much different it is compared to this footage. For my lips, I did get, where did it go? They gave me like a free gift with purchase of their Gen Matte Nude lip colors. And I did get some of them. I purchased some of them. I got some for my birthday. I have Smooch, Slay, Weekend, and then a red one, which is actually my purse from when I wore it for 4th of July. But the sample that they were handing out was in Swag, right? So I don't have that one. Slay. I thought I had it. Let's go ahead and apply this real quick. These are so comfortable and pretty. Oh, it's darker than I thought it would be. Okay. There we go. I don't know if I'm loving my mascara today. I did Lash Paradise layered up with the unlashed from my BoxyCharm box. I don't know if I'm getting enough length out of these that I normally like. Hold on, before I go, I want to show you a close-up of the breakout area because that's really what's important. Don't look at my brows. I am getting them cleaned up and reshaped on Sunday. Again, nothing crazy with my makeup today. I'm excited to try out this new foundation. Hopefully, I mean, it looks still pretty good. It doesn't look too dark compared to my neck. I did put a little bronzer under here to... Should I set my face with a spray? No, I'm not going to. Normally I would use like all-nighter, or sometimes if I want a really dewy look, I'll use the e.l.f. one. But I think I'm gonna just leave it as is, see how it looks throughout the day. I'll check in with you guys when I get off shift later, and we'll kind of go from there. Oh, and then for eyeshadow, I just used what was easy and quick, by the way. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so it's the end of the day. It is currently about 5:30 p.m. and I've had the makeup on all day because what did we end the video at? 7 o'clock? Let me show you a close-up of what it looks like. It's definitely shiny. I'm very oily skinned and it looks pretty decent on my forehead. It's enough that the shine I do need to kind of blot. Let me see if I can get some of my sheets out. And then around here, I've definitely lost some coverage around my mouth, around my breakouts and things like that. But look at my under eyes. I have some creasing going on right here. So the setting powder, maybe I just need to apply it a little more closely. Maybe I'll use a brush tomorrow in the spongy area. And then let's see what it looks like after I blot a little bit. Look at how gross that is. I'm so shiny. My nose was the first thing to get shiny this morning because I kept looking in the mirror trying to like, how does it look? Do I look okay? And my nose was the first thing to kind of get shiny. I hope you can see. Let me see if I could do that. But overall, not terrible. I don't feel gross. I did get a little bit itchy kind of feeling, and I don't know if that's just my breakouts being annoying. And hopefully they start to clear up here in the next few days. I had a chemical peel last week and I'm kind of still purging from it. Blush is still pretty there. I mean, the bronzer definitely is. I definitely have some sort of color and definition in this area. But as I was kind of looking at some stuff online, the blush swatch next to the party one looks exactly the same. And I wanted to kind of show you guys here. I'm gonna swatch out the party. And party has like 3 A's in it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swatch out the Fairy Flush. There we go. I'm gonna do it where it's actually noticeable, where you would see the difference or not see the difference. Can you guys tell the two different blushes? No, they are so stinking similar that on the cheeks you are not going to see that big of a difference. So the bottom one is the Fairy Flush and the one on top is Party. So the Party is a little more pink, whereas the Fairy Flush has a little more of a mauve-y tone, would you say? Or they're literally almost the same. Look at my finger. These two right here is what I was using to swatch them. I have to take it back. It's $30. I can't. Oh, look, it moves inside. I didn't realize that. It's just the packaging is killing me. It's so gorgeous, but I don't think I can justify the cost. Oh, the lip product, I almost forgot. That wore off right before lunch. I mean, it's a very creamy, smooth, comfortable formula. It's to be expected. You do need to reapply after you eat with that one. It's not like a stay all day kind of thing. I feel like there was something else I wanted to update you guys on. I did also purchase the Redken Color Extends shampoo and conditioner, because this is what my hairstylist was using when she cut my hair back in May. I need to go back because when I had those blonde ends last year, it killed my hair. I'm getting split ends so much now, so I'm hoping that this will help out. I'm also getting some grays. I'm gonna do a separate video on this because I'm going to go actually right now to the store to get some hair dye. Can you see some of them up there? I know. It's not a huge deal. I'm not even super self-conscious about them, but with going to the beauty event next week and they're like right here in my front. I don't know, maybe I am slightly self-conscious about it, but I think if I wasn't going to the event next week and in front of a bunch of other girls who love beauty as well, like looking at me and pictures and stuff like that, I wouldn't be stressed about it. I'd just leave it. But I also kind of want to, you know, even out my ends too, because they're starting to lighten up. And look, see, they just look, I need to go get another trim before we go away. Oh, what I wanted to mention before, I'll see if I can insert some clips, but I found these gorgeous Milani eyeshadow sparkle thingamajiggers. I don't remember what they're called, but they had 4 or 5 or 6 different kinds. They only had 3 in stock, but I swatched all of them on my hand. I'll show you right here. They looked awesome. They looked like a perfect dupe for the Stila Magnificent Metals like glitter eyeshadows. I do own a bunch of those, and I want to kind of get the Milani ones and put them side by side with the Stila ones and see the price analysis. Is it worth it? All of that. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that in the comments down there, because they were sold out of the Milani ones at the Ulta I was at, but I may drive to the one that's a little bit further away just to get those, because that is how pretty some of them were. I mean, I have to go back and return this too. I mean, I should. I mean, it's just wrong for me to keep it when I have something so similar. I do need to go through my stash and just totally de-stash and declutter all of, I mean, you should see my counter in front of me. It's embarrassing. Should I show you? I'm literally mortified to show you how messy this is. I just have shit everywhere, and I need to clean it up, and I need to declutter and get rid of the things that aren't serving a purpose in my life anymore. But I need time to be able to go through and do all of that. So I need like a week off of work or something. But gosh, this is killing me how close these are. Okay. Enough of me babbling. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. I forgot to even mention, I think I'm gonna hold on to the foundation. I like it so much better than the Naked Skin, because this kind of goes on very liquidy and blends out to a natural finish too, but it doesn't, this is breaking up a little bit in here, you know, like normal wear. I would need to touch up like if we were going out tonight or something like that, but it's not breaking up the same as this guy does. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a separate video where I kind of show application, wear test for this guy, and maybe this one over here, and just kind of like put them side by side in one video. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing? Like me trying out all my foundations and not mixing them, because I do mix them quite a bit, because I feel like it helps each of them with their best qualities come together and make a beautiful family of foundation on my face. All right. Now, for real, enough of me babbling. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment down below and start a conversation. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out my blog at sparklingpink.com. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.